everybody, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Dream of Crafts. My name's Deanna, and today we will be working on tutorial number 11 of my 13 weeks of Halloween. We're going to be doing some stacked coffins. Now, I purchased these at the Dollar Tree. This one I had for 2-3 years. And I picked these two up yesterday. Now these two here were exactly the same. They had the little, this paper on it. I decided to keep the original paper on this one and this one. And what I did with this one is I just took my black soot Ranger ink and I inked the edges to rough it up. This is kind of, here's going to get covered up, so I'm not worried about that. But I did distress the edges. It's going to be closed, so I didn't do anything to the inside. This one, I did the same. I distressed all the edges. I took some of my liquid pearls, and this happened to be brass, and I just kind of went through and did the chains that were going to be showing. These ones here I didn't do because they're going to be covered. So I did that earlier, let those dry. And with this one here, I just redid the paper. I did leave the little skeleton on the inside. So I just kind of brought my ink distresser in there and distressed that, distress the outside edge. I did take the part that is supposed to be like this, and I cut that so it lays open. We're going to hot glue this right to that edge so it stays open. So we're going to do that right now. So I'm just going to lay some glue on here, and we're going to place that on there because I want, this is the top coffin, and I want this one to be open. There's going to be a skeleton that is going to be coming out of there. So that is what we're going to do first. Just like that. I hope I can. There we go. So I want that to be able to kind of close and open a little bit. All right. And I know it's not correct there how it would close, but that was going to be, rather than putting hinges on it, that was my best bet to keep my coffin open. Now I've taken one of the Dollar Tree skeletons and I painted him white with my Waverly Chalk Paint Plaster 60679E. I get this at Walmart. It runs about just under $7 for a bottle, but I've had this bottle for a long time and I'm probably only down maybe an inch or so, and I use it quite often. So I painted him white front and back, and then I took my distress ink pad and I just kind of dabbed over him a little bit with just what was on my ink pad there. I was trying to bend his leg and I broke it, so when we put him back in, we'll glue his other leg down if I can find it now. If not, he's just going to be missing a leg. I don't know where it went. It was right here. So anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put him in here. But I wanted him to be kind of peeking out like that. I didn't want him laying down. So there we go, just like that. So maybe, I did kind of want him up on his knee. There we go. Maybe like that. So I think I'm going to get his hand glued down here, and then I'll put glue under his leg or something here. So let me just put a dab of hot glue right here. Whoops. Right there. So we're going to put hot glue. I'm going to kind of press his hand into that a second. Kind of get him positioned like that. All right. And then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to put a little drop down and then sit his knee into it. Just to kind of hold him in there a little bit. There we go. I just pushed his little knee into extra glue. We find his other leg. Maybe we'll set it outside the coffin or something. I literally just had it sitting here. That's funny. All right. So now we're going to take some of this. I also got at the Dollar Tree. It's creepy cloth. And I've just been cutting off of this. I have not opened it. So I'm just going to lay some of this on there. This is my side that's going to be visible. So let's, you can actually maybe open this and lay some of this on the inside. And I don't have to necessarily glue it. I can just have it hanging off the outside there like that. And then I can just maybe tack it down a little bit here and there just to kind of hold it in there so it don't pop out. I don't need a lot. And I learned the other day when I burnt my fingers really bad that this stuff, use something to help lay it down because I burnt myself really, really bad. So really that like that. This is going to be up here. So we can probably go ahead and, oh, I want to put some Spanish moss in there. The Dollar Tree does sell the Spanish moss. I use a coupon. It's $4.99 at Hobby Lobby. I use a coupon or wait till it's on sale. And so I get it for about, oh, $2.50 a bag. It's about 3 bags of the Dollar Tree. So actually I'm getting more for my money if I use a coupon. So I prefer to use theirs. It has less of the debris in it. And this is just kind of creepy looking stuff, you know, it's kind of cool. Like, so I'm just gonna put some hot glue down and set this stuff in there. Just like that. All right. Grab some more. And I don't care if it hangs off or not, it doesn't matter. Put some more little hot glue right there, like a string of it. Kind of press this stuff in here. All right. So now we're going to take our second coffin and we're going to place that like about like that, I think. Let me see if I can flatten that down a little bit. Bring some of this out there. There, just like that, I think. So I'm going to give this a good amount of hot glue. There we go. I'm going to set this kind of like right like this here. Just like that. And that glue will drip down and get in the crevices, and there we go. It's on the back too. See, I did the things on the back. This little guy is going to sit up here like that. I'm going to tip him like that a little bit. Okay, let me see. I want to make sure that's not leaning backwards. I want it to kind of be tipped frontwards, like so. And then he's going to be on here. Maybe like that. I'm not sure about that. His hand kind of came down. There we go. All right, well, his hand came off, so we're going to leave that like that. I'm going to get a thing of glue down by his other knee there so I can get that positioned in there so it does hold him upright. Just like that. Oops. Just like that. Once that dries, that'll help hold him into place. He's got... I got glue strings all over. I should leave them. They kind of look like cobwebs. All right, so just like that. I'm going to let him dry up a little bit. Let's go ahead and glue him down. So I'm just going to tip him back, and I'm going to use quite a bit of glue on this one too. I'm going to get him into place here, like so, just like that. I figured it was easier to leave those the colors they were than to spend time and recover them all, but I didn't want these two to be the same, so that's why I recovered this one. So far, I'll show you what we got. We've got this going on, just like that. And I know it's hard, so I'll just keep lifting it so you can see what's going on. I've got a bunch of, well, I was going to put these in before I glued that down. I might be able to slide them up underneath there. These all came from this old pack of recollections that I have, and it's a signature special, so it's all these cut aparts in there, and it was just tons of cut aparts. So I pulled some of those out of this pack to use, and I pulled these. I was going to put these on the corners of that middle coffin, just kind of decorate it. Let's see if I can still get them on there. Sometimes you should have had them ready to go on there. It would have been better, but I didn't. So there we go. Let's see if I can lift this lid off here, and then we're just going to glue those on, and I'll just use my art glitter glue. It's just a decorative element. It's fancy. It just changes it up a little bit. So you bring those in, and yep, they're going to crisscross over top of each other, but that's fine. Move this one up here, just like that. Just adding a nice decorative element to it. Let's go to this end. Okay, put this one on this corner here. Just like that. Our last one. And we'll put that on this corner. And I know you probably don't have this pack or the exact same things I do, but it doesn't matter. Use what you have at home. You know, if you want to cover all of them, cover them. If you don't want to cover any of them, don't cover them. If you only want to do 2 coffins, do 2 coffins, or do 1. All right, so let's put the cover back on that, and then I'll tip it and get another look at it with the little edges there. Okay, we are going to add some more of that black stuff here. We're gonna kind of drape it over things like that maybe. So I'm gonna come back here and give this a little bit of hot glue right there to kind of hold that into place. Use my pencil, and then we're gonna drape it down with just a little bit of glue here and there, and then maybe a little bit of glue right back here on the bottom of that, or on the top of the back, the second one here, right there. I'm trying to get it to right in there. Let's see. Oh goodness gracious! Now it's gluing to me. All right, there we go. It's cool enough for me to stick my finger into. Like I said, we're going to have lots of glue strings here, so. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue here and here, and then we can kind of press that into there a little bit. Like that. Just try to get it to lay in there a minute. There we go. All right. I have some other skulls. These are also from Dollar Tree. Let me show you the front of that now with that draped over. We can go ahead and add some more skeletons. I might have to add glue to his hips to keep him from flipping forward. We'll figure it out. Maybe a little bit more moss tucked under here, back behind this. Let's see here, like that. There we go. More moss. There's some moss hanging from here. Yeah, let's put a bunch of moss right there. There we go, just like that. All right, so now these little, they look like little pumpkins, but they are actually from a potpourri bag, a fall potpourri bag that I bought years ago, and I just thought they were so cute, and to me they look like little pumpkins. So let's go ahead and glue a few of those on here and there. We're going to put one there. I did make some flowers. I want that to set up a second. And let me grab those. I used my Graphic 45 die for this. It's the large tag die in flower, and it is number 4501687, large tag and flower die. I also have I bought this yesterday at Hobby Lobby on clearance. It was originally $10.99. I got it for $1.09, and it's just locks and keys. They're heavy metal. It's hard to see that, but this one is kind of a golden yellow, and they're kind of distressed. So I'm going to put that right on there. So let's go ahead and put a dab of glue in there. It's right where all my chains kind of meet up. So I'm going to put that there like it's got those chains locked. There we go. And because there's a big dab of glue there, I'm going to put some of that moss right in there to kind of cover that glue up. There we go. There we go. You can still see. There we go. That. We grab my flowers are right here. Move this moss for a second. That. All right. So here is the flowers I made. I did some in black. Whoops. Sorry about that. Blacks and some green orange paper that I distressed. I did put purple and lime green gems inside of these. So, see, I think we're going to do, let's do a big one right in there. So let's put a dollop of glue there. Good dollop. I'm going to press that right into there. Hold it while it dries a little bit. And this is a double-sided paper, this one is. So it kind of shows like a tealy color. Put my finger in there. Hold that. There we go. And then I've got some little black ones here. Let's put that there. And I don't think I'll use them all, but we're going to use some of them. Go ahead and get what do we got here? Let's put another big one right here on the back. You can see the back of that paper. So let's put another one right here. I'm just going to hold that for a second with my finger. Give me a good view there. Okay. All right, Mr. Skeleton. What are we going to do with you here? Okay, let's see here. I think I'm going to put some glue on his joints here and see if that will get him to stay. Let me get a little glue right there that might help him stay there. All right. Just going to hold him for a second. Let that glue dry. It's just okay. Hold it. Hold yourself up there. Poor little guy. Right, I'm gonna let him lay like that. Let that glue maybe drip down there on him. Let's go ahead with some more black ones here. Oh, I'm gonna put one of those skulls in someplace. Right, I'm gonna let that hold his head a second. Hold him into place right there like that, maybe. Got these big skulls. I thought might be kind of cool. Got a little skull too, like another little skull. Let's put a pumpkin here, and then I'll glue that little skull on top of there. So let's go ahead and put a pumpkin there, right like that, and then we'll take this little skull and we'll put him down on there like that. He's not very distressed. I'm gonna darken him up a little bit. He was in, I want to say, like a necklace from Dollar Tree a couple years ago. And I didn't see any this year because otherwise I would have grabbed another one because I like these little skulls. There we go. So he's right on top of that little pumpkin there. All right. We can put a black flower right next to him. Right over here. Let me grip my thumb on it and then I'll lift it up here for you to see. Okay. So I'm going to hold my thumb on that a second. Just like that. We do have some. All right. Now I'm going to get my ink pad out here and then we're going to smudge up these before we use them. This one here is purple and it says Wickedly Fun. So I think maybe we'll put that right there. So let's go ahead and grab some glue, put that on there, get that done in there like so, just like that. What I got? Creepy, Fright Night. Chills and Thrills. Got a bat tag, Trick or Treat. I've got the word boo here. I don't know where I put that though. Okay. So let's do another black flower over on this side. Here. This one's got another lime green. Yeah, there we go. Just like that. Okay. I need some more stuff coming out of his. Let's do maybe a little. Screw a pumpkin down along this bottom edge here. Let me stand this up. Let me figure out how it. Whoops. Figure out how I got to have it here. I might have to glue that top. That's all right. Maybe we can down like on an angle like that. All right, so let's go ahead and get some of that on there. That's set up like that. So he's just kind of leaning on there. We have got, let's see, we get the word boo here. All right, let's, whoops, ink the edges here. We have the exclamation point and the B. I have so much black soot all over me from doing those orange flowers. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to put a little bit of glue going like that, and maybe a dab there, just like that. And then glue there, like so, overlapping just a little bit. Some glue there, and some glue there. Let that stuff peek out. Oh, hang on. All right, and then our exclamation point. There we go, just like that. Ah, they're getting me. All right, let me see here. Kind of like that there, like that. So I'm just going to kind of give that a little bend so it goes around that corner like that. Maybe a little bit further. It's going to be visible. Yeah, maybe like that. We use art glitter glue for that. You know, like I said, excuse my hands because they are covered in my ink. There we go. Chills and thrills, like so. All right, what we got here now? I have a huge spider. Huge. Maybe too huge. Let's see if he's, oh, there we go. Now he's good and stuck. Maybe have him crawling out of the coffin. As big as the guy. I have the letters 31. Now this was from Hobby Lobby from their chip department, and it's actually 3 layers, and what I did was I peeled 2 of the layers off, so I actually have 3 sets instead of just 1. And I think we're going to glue that right into here, and that will take up some of that space. So let me grab my mat here real quick a second, and we'll paint those. Just grab this one right here. We're just going to paint them black. I didn't need them to be 3 times thicker than they were, so that's why I'm like, well, I might as well just pull them apart. And since it's Halloween, I didn't care if they were kind of rough on the edges, you know, because that doesn't really matter to me if it's rough. This is the top one, so it's smooth, but for the other ones too, you know. Okay, so we'll get, and they were, I think they were like $1.99 or something. They weren't bad price, but they are out of their chipboard department. And I've had them in my stash for a couple of years. Now this is just an old Cricut mat. Once I can't get them to be sticky anymore, after washing them quite a few times and cleaning them, I just save them and use them as cutting mats and things like that for my crafting, because I can cut into them and it holds up pretty good. So, and once they get too beat up from that, then I just throw them away. So it's not wasted, you know. It's just reusing them. Okay. Just trying to get the edges good there. There we go. All right, so what I might do now is take some of those gems that I was using and maybe add a couple of those to that. Let's see here. Cover my paint so I don't knock that over, because if it's going to happen, I will do it. All right, let's see here. Let's just add maybe a couple of them on there for a second. Let's do the purple ones. Okay. Bring in some more purple there. There we go. My hands are so dirty. Look at that. That's all right. They'll dry. Now that will dry clear, so I'm not worried about that glue showing. So we've got that. What can we do with the, let's add 2 here and then 1 up here. All right. And we'll do those in purple also. There we go. 1 there. Stuck to me. Come on. There we go. Close that up. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue those in a second. They can dry while they're... So I'm thinking maybe like... I'm going to stand it up just for a second, and then before I glue it, I'll lay it back down for you. Don't get stuck down in there. Oh my goodness sakes. Let's see here. All right, let me lay it down. Well, I know I want it in there. Okay, let me see here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get my 3 glued down here, and then we will figure out the 1 here in a second. Okay. So I put a little bit of glue down at the bottom here, and then just some on that back side of the middle of the 3 there. So we've got that. And then I think my 1 is going to kind of come in underneath his arm. So right in here and right down here, and let it drip down inside of there. So I'm going to hold this crooked just for 1 second so that glue can actually drip down on the, ow, on my fingers, on the inside of that. There we go. Okay, I'm just holding that. So I'm trying to get that glue that's falling to drip on the base of this here. And it doesn't have to be a lot, just enough to help tack that in there. All right. So, okay. Look at these. I'm going to add just a tiny glue behind here again. Right here. Oops, that's too low. There we go. I'm going to tip this upside down. Let that glue drip down onto that side. Just a little bit. I didn't remove any, oh, that's paper, so cover the bottom. There we go. Grab that string out of there. Which I said you could leave your glue strings because they look like cobwebs. Okay, so that's what we got so far. We've got our 31. All right, let's see what else we can do here. I think we're doing pretty good, actually. I don't need any more flowers. I need that. Oh, let's get that spider coming right off this corner here, maybe. Like that. Just like that. So let's go ahead and get her right in there. She's kind of rubbery. She's from the Dollar Tree. So just going to kind of hold her there. And this creepy. Put a couple of her legs inside. One of her legs inside the coffin. Just like that. She's like that. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. Go. Okay. I think I'm going to put this creepy word right on there, but let me get some more ink on my hands, and so we'll put that. I'm going to keep the eyes showing through there, but let's go ahead and put the word creepy in there, just like that. See a little, I don't know if you can see the little eyes peeking out. I've got this trick or treat. Maybe like slipping little tags behind stuff. Oh yeah, that's perfect. So I'm going to stick that right back in there between those flowers. We will use a little hot glue on there so that holds quicker. I'm going to pull this flower back here. There we go. Just like that. And you know what? I think that is good. I don't think I need to add any more. So let me kind of get that down here so you can take a look at it. There we are. So that is week 11 of my 52, or week 11 of my 13 weeks. There we go. Bring in a better shot for you there. Week 11 of my 13 weeks of Halloween. That's funny. I hope you've been following along. If you haven't been, go ahead and look back at some of the other videos. And thumbs up is always appreciated. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I hope you hit that subscribe button now, and then also click that thumbs up or that bell so that you can be notified each time I put up a new video. So hope you have a great night. Until the next time, see you later.